Hello and thank you for joining me. I am Sophie from Sophie's Flower Company. Today I'm going to do a really quick, very simple vase arrangement using British seasonal flowers. To start with, I have got myself a really lovely large vase. The shape of the vase is quite important. For me, it's better if the vase tapers in around the neck area. This gives more support to your design and stops the stems flaring out. Filled it full of fresh water. I'm using my trusty snips. These are floristry scissors, carbon tipped ones. So they're lovely, super sharp, really good at cutting through stems, not so great with paper or ribbon. Let's get started. So, I'm going to start with some eucalyptus. This is Poplus eucalyptus. I'm going to make a bit of a framework as we go along. Okay. So here, what I'm trying to do is make sure that none of the leaves are beneath the water line. I'm going to snip off any bits that I don't want. And create a lovely base. I'm going to crisscross over these foliage stems to create a bit of a frame which then I can put my flowers into. Just making sure everything is above the waterline but still in the water. Here we go. As you can see, some of the foliage is really draping around the side, which is just going to add a really lovely, relaxed feel to the arrangement. So this arrangement would be perfect as an all-round design, which means it could be viewed from all angles, whether it's on your dining table, or maybe in your hallway, or on your island. So now with the foliage in place, I'm going to start adding some of our flowers. So first up, we've got some gorgeous antirrhinums or snapdragons. These are in the garden at the moment. I'm going to strip down the leaves, just making sure that the stems are nice and clear. The reason I'm not putting any of the leaves in the water is because it really does attract bacteria, which makes the water in the vase turn dirtier a lot quicker, which therefore shortens the life of your flowers. It's really important that your vase is clean and that your stems are also clean. So I'm just going to pop these in just around the outside, threading them through the foliage. So the foliage is really going to support the stems. When I'm cutting the stems, I'm cutting at a really, really sharp angle. The reason for this is that when they sit on the bottom of the vase, they're not then suffocated, stopping the water travelling up the stem. And also it leaves a much bigger surface area for the stem to take up water. I love these snapdragons because you can see they've sort of got lovely curls on them at the end, which can point in all different directions. So generally, as a rule of thumb, for floristry we work in odd numbers, but again they are not necessarily set rules. For this you can see that I've used 3. Here I've got 4, sorry. I've got 1 in the middle and 3 around the outside, which visually does balance because I've still got the 3 lower points. Next up, I'm going to add some gorgeous Ami. So this Ami is from our lovely friends down the road, Leafy Lane, and Heather grew this in her polytunnel. Really gorgeous sturdy stems, really nice scent. So Ami isn't quite as straight as snapdragons. Got more of a curve on it, so always try and work with that shape. So I'm bringing a bit of the design out here. You can see when I start popping the stems in, I'm really trying to avoid having anything on exactly the same level. I'm trying to have different heights, some stems further in, some stems further out, to draw your eye in and out of the design. So this guy's going to be facing up here. Every so often I'm going to turn the design so I can see what it looks like from the other side. A little bit more alley down the front here. Don't be afraid to wiggle things round, pull things out, push things back in. Things will naturally move and fall at this stage because there isn't a huge amount of stems to support the structure. That's fine, just work with it. I'm probably just going to add a little bit more foliage in the centre of this design. Just down here. So next up we have got our gorgeous, I'm very proud to say, homegrown larkspur. So we are predominantly wedding florists and we are farm based now. We did used to be on a high street, but we've now moved to a larger location where we've got the ability to grow a little bit.